I'm Richard Lewis, reporting for cadred.org, here with the guys from BBoMM. I'm not even going to try and remember what that stands for, who've just beaten 30p, the second seeded team in the competition. So, bit of an upset. There hasn't been many of those, I would say, so far, and you've come up big and managed to cause one. Were you surprised that it was as easy as it was?
I wasn't surprised. I mean, them players, if you look at, like, the only good team come out of Holland before is Fnatic. You look at that, well, other than like Brains and that lot, but you look at them and I've never, like Breaker and that,
You didn't just say that, did you?
What?
Brains? No,
Brains.
I'm just kidding.
Brains is sick.
Yeah, online he is, yes.
Yeah. And I don't know, like before the game, I don't. They shouldn't have got second seed. It's just because the online tournament, they're just not that good. Yeah. Like I knew Critical was going on about Kaja King, but I gotta say he's probably their best player when we played them. Like the rest of the players were just, we were just doing nothing special at all, and we easily won the round.
It looked a completely different team to when we played an online qualifier for Fish. Completely different. Like didn't have so much confidence as they did then. They weren't making the shots. No. We were just generally going big in the big rounds, and they were just doing things a bit sloppy. And
do you think it's possible, maybe though, because they didn't have any group stages, they just elected to go straight through? Do you think that could have possibly been a disadvantage? They were saying when we interviewed them earlier, they felt it was actually an advantage because you play bad teams and it kind of, you know, makes you attuned to that.
Well, yeah, they had a harsh time on the way over here, which
with the travel.
Yeah, with the travel, and maybe they didn't get warmed up, or I don't know really, but.
We play groups for practice really because we haven't played together. Like
we haven't played one game. We didn't even get that. I had like 700 ping.
So like
nice.
So we hadn't done any special. Or we just came and we wanted to do groups to warm up. And we had a tough game in groups with Rasta. He just taught us a lesson basically.
Yeah.
And then we played Demonic on Dust too. That was a really close game. And then I think in the 30p game we just sort of relaxed and just played our game really. Just kept ourselves
nice and cosy as well, the game with Demonic, because of course you're right close to each other, aren't you?
Right behind them,
We've got some friends in that team as well, so it's a bit of banter.
a bit of banter basketball. But I mean, so far it seems to be that you're kind of maybe punching a little bit above your weight. I'll be honest, in the preview, which I didn't write, but I did say elsewhere there was a couple of players on the team where I thought maybe you aren't going to live up to standards that other people have, you know. But I always put my hands up and be honest about it. But I mean, you guys seem to be going strong. Did you feel maybe like after coming back, kind of selling out a bit, maybe you got someone to prove? Or?
Well, I think me and Deb are unbelievably overrated. I don't think we're as good as people say we are. I think like it's usually like Jake and Des that post on the forums that we're so good, and you know it's I don't think we ever like sort of like hype ourselves up. We never go, oh, we're better than these, we're better than these. It's always other people saying it.
Do you ever think then you've got to live up to that, because you know it's your friends?
It's like extra pressure, but that's one thing we've done really well this LAN. We just haven't felt the pressure at all. Like maybe taking some time out of the game and. You get a new perspective on it, and it's like, I don't know, every game we're really composed. Even when we were losing to Rasta, like they were absolutely hammering us. We weren't shouting at each other, we weren't panicking, there was no panic whatsoever. We just sort of got on with it, and that's what we did in the other two games, and it's worked out really well. It's something we haven't done at LAN before. We panic and we lose our composure, and that's our main aim this LAN. We've just kept that composure, and it's paid off for us. But in terms of the teams we played, I think we probably had the easiest run, because if you look at, don't get me wrong, they're both really good teams, but if you look at Demonic, they were shaky in the groups.
And, and you know, let's not forget it's a new lineup pretty much. I mean, it's not even really a lineup that some people are saying now. I mean, there's the tension in that team at the moment.
Yeah, and we're like, we've got, what is it, the top 8 left in the upper bracket, or 4? 8. Yeah, we've got to that stage by beating them and 30p, which were kind of, they were never really a solid team, if you know what I mean. You're never really sure what you were going to get from them. They could have come and they could have been like they were online and just, you know, nailed everyone, but you know, I'm not going to lie, that was quite an easy game. So I really don't think we've actually played anywhere near as...
They're all easy.
Honestly, I really don't think we played very well at all, and we were in the upper bracket, like semi-finals. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, who have you got next round of the club then?
I've got Rasta again on you. But the thing is about this is we both got exactly the same strats. James made strats for them and then used them Fish on EPS.
So now what's going to happen?
It's going to be anti-strat mania basically.
I don't know.
We're just going to play our game, like we have keep composed. We're not going to let it get to us. Like with Demonic, with the speech, they said they were getting a bit like nervous about it and he wanted an admin, but we were just like, just play.
So now that you've kind of beaten the teams you've beaten and you're up against an opponent that you know you're capable of beating, what sort of expectations do you have for a finish? I know you don't want to set yourself anything too pressurising, but what's going through your mind in terms of where you might place?
I think Rasta going to be a really hard opposition, but we've got the same strats from Jamin from Fish 123, so it's going to be interesting spectacle, I guess. It's going to be a lot of anti-stratting, but in terms of expectations, I think, well, we've already exceeded what our seed, so we've still done really well for ourselves, but I think, personally, even if we don't beat Rasta, I'd like to win another low bracket game, maybe get 5-6.
Yeah.
Even higher if we're really lucky and have like the game of our lives, but even right now we're happy.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
Well,
we've been in that seed and like we've come to land no practice, so
yeah.
You know, we're pretty pleased with it already.
Well, great. Well, all the best to you. Hope it works out and have fun playing against the team that knows exactly what you're going to do before you do it in the next round. And of course, all the people who are on watching Canada at the moment, stay tuned. We are going to have more video content and more match reports, interviews, and all the scores and everything from here in Newbury at i41.